My name is Ian Walsh, and this is the Moment Money Matters with Hard Money Bankers. Today's discussion is going to be the way people can find different values in comps in terms of when somebody calls you up or decides on the value of a house, how is there a discrepancy and why? A lot of times that discrepancy comes back to the person's personality and the investor that has learned how to assess risk. So what I tend to find is that investors that are less risk adverse and they tend not to be honest with their own abilities or maybe what the end product may be, or they're not cautious of the market, tend to look at the higher end comps and disregard the lower end comps, where the more conservative investors that tend to have been in the game for quite some time really are honest with themselves and the market as to what they're looking at. So they look at lower end comps. So what that means is you might see properties, two sets of properties that two different people could look at and say, hey, I think this thing's going to sell for 275 fixed up, and somebody else might say, nah, I think it's worth 300. A lot of times what you'll find is the person who's banking their numbers on the 275 is a more conservative investor that's probably been around for quite some time, and if they get 300, they're excited. Whereas the guys that are banking their numbers on 300, building their construction, their profit margins, and so forth in, they're a little bit more not as risk adverse, and it can be more dangerous if the market takes a dip or they go a little bit over. So a lot of times that's how people that are determining values really look at them and say it has a lot more to do with the personality of the person actually looking at it than it actually does the true value in terms of, but they'll know what they get once they put it to market. You just want to be pleasantly surprised. So be aware of that when asking or talking about values and assessing yourself with your own risk tolerance level. If you like my videos, please follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook. It's just Ian Walsh, or you can email me direct at ian@hardmoneybankers.com.